All right, guys, William Wallace here with SPY Options Traders. Want to go over the market daily trading recap. And actually, I haven't done one of these in a few days. So I want to go ahead and let's actually back up over what happened before day. So coming in from the weekend, we had this long Labor Day, from Friday into Labor Day, the market kind of settled down. Um, you'll remember that on Friday, nice little fall. We played that 293.94 purple line here uh, of resistance. It just couldn't hold it. So we expected a fall. We got a nice little fall. That purple line at 293.94, similar to 290.52 here that we played on Tuesday. These are I've got these lines of purple because these are lines of support and resistance that SPY has made big moves around, big drops, big bounces, things like that. So I note these as key. And really what we got Tuesday was just a consolidation around. And we got this nice drop here after the open. We got a nice, in the 1 minute chart kind of shows it a little bit better. We got this support at 290.52. That was a good little call play there. Just resisted at 291. Really didn't deserve to go above that. So we played some puts. We got some nice little news action. Dropped down pretty good. Good volume on that. And so that was a quick call put play based on some news. We actually it was news that came in kind of suddenly, and so we played it real quick. And luckily, it got a nice little drop. Didn't catch all of the move, but we caught enough of it. We got some good money. Then the rest of the day, it really just kind of covered and consolidated around 290.52 there, bouncing there towards the end of the day. The important thing is that closed over 290.50. Now, in times past, I would have said, okay, let's swing a call on this. Closed over support level. But we've just had too much overnight news, overnight tweets, and things like that. So I'm not as confident as I used to be about holding stuff overnight. But the technicals won. We didn't get any crazy news. We got a huge bounce overnight over 2. Now, what happened yesterday, Wednesday? Well, we got after such a huge open, we got a drop. Sort of, you could see that one coming pretty fighting 293.20, but it was a definite downward path. Called some puts down 292.50 area, place to take some profit there. And then what happened after that? We got some nice consolidation. So really, we had some people sell off, but the market still really wanted to go higher. So after that, about 10 o'clock is usually when the market turns around, 10:30, started to gracefully, very slowly bounce up in this channel. We played some, you see these patterns. So let me show you this quick. You see these patterns form a lot of times. We're in a nice little uptrend, and then it just nosedives. Get this really deep bottom, then it comes up, and you get a higher bottom. Okay, and then it comes up and forms a higher high than the last one. That's a good idea that we're going to get. Even before that, really, I've kind of come to notice them. But when you see these big drops like some higher highs, so we got in a call. Some people asked me yesterday, how do you know to keep? Because it did kind of fall back down. How did you know to stay in? It's because this 292 support held. It's a little bump today. But the other thing is you can identify this channel. And once it broke to the top of that channel, man, it just kept going. It held over 290. And more importantly, closed over my next purple. So we got some news overnight that pushed it a higher, but technically speaking, that's another fall from. And we closed, bounced actually all the way up over 297. And this morning we opened up and the market just got bought up like crazy on some China news, but also just technically speaking, this is breaking out of this box right here. We're out of this box. Consolidation SPY is totally bullish now. Back that out a little bit and kind of see what I'm talking about. This is huge. Okay. A little bit extended maybe at this point, but that breakout. Daily chart, we're looking way on top of the bull, way over the 5 MA. It was a huge breakout, lots of energy. It was awesome. And then after that, again, about 10 o'clock, it started to turn around. It just kind of went sideways in this long channel. And it sort of frustrated me. We got into some, I sort of had this bull flag. A little premature. Line was a little awkward. So we got in over here. It wasn't bad because calls end up, but it was a little premature. This thing just consolidated for a long time. Super boring today, but got a good setup in the market, and it ended up, toward closer to power hour here. It got bought up, broke the top of this channel, got bought up, but then people ended up taking profit. Still not bad, not a bad day at all. Really not much action. Had a nice little run up. Tons is long, super boring sideways consolidation, but we will get some new support and resistance lines out of this that will help us for the coming. So, and that's probably why you didn't see a lot of action on this, because we're getting into new territory again. Gold, back on chart, gold. So we had this big flag, and it broke. Bear flag, sort of got supported. Bit of a bear flag there again. Bottom trend lines. But then when SPY went sideways and went down, gold really took off. But then today, after the overnight, crashed all the way through 15, making a new low here, forming a bull flag here. So we're getting, a bear flag, sorry. Got a bear flag here on gold. We're going to look for, this is some crazy action on follow gold much. You don't see this. So there's definitely some money that came into the market and then got right back out. And we saw that on the tape today. Falling in the chat, we saw some huge block orders on SPY today. So money is coming back into the market based on this breakout. We've been talking about it for a long time. You guys already know about it, but it's nice to actually see. Let's look at one more chart. We will look update our SPX rising wedge here. So you can see that we bounced off the bottom of the channel, trend lines on the rising wedge. So we got a long ways up to go to get to the top of this channel. We should see that happen, probably even see some new highs. That'll be fun. It'll be interesting. Just don't expect it to last forever. Okay, this is a crazy market. I don't think we'll get anything true on China until we might get a truce. We're not going to get any. And there's a lot of other stuff going on, Fed rates and things like that. Got a lot of other stuff still hanging out there, but with some halfway decent China news, at least for the next couple of weeks, we're going to see a lot of big moves. One more. Let's just back out of the chart update. Bad boy. So weekly chart is super bullish. See the 5 10 MA golden cross coming on the weekly chart? That's pretty huge. Okay, look at it here. Okay, so we've got some decent forward action coming. Then on the monthly, what it looks like on the monthly. Monthly is a little more bearish. So we may see a few good weeks here, but we're going to get it. It's going to come back down. Guaranteed about that. Just give it some time. But for the short term, we're going to play the upward move. Rocking with that. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in the chat. Until next time.